we'll call upon Muhammad El Or and his band of brothers.
Assalamu alaikum. We've made a name, the Cousin in Arms, so that you guys know. Today we're going to do I'd love to say it was a poem, but it's a bit of a rap too, you know. Just so that you aren't surprised about the shade of Allah, inshallah ta'ala. We're going to explain the 7 types of people that are accepted in the shade of Allah. Alright boys, are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Under the shade of Allah.
Attention with your eyes and ears.
Under the shade of Allah.
This day is 50,000 years.
Under the shade of Allah.
No shade except for His.
Under the shade of Allah.
Pump up the volume so everyone hears.
Under the shade of Allah.
Attention with your eyes and ears.
Under the shade of Allah.
This day is 50,000 years.
Under the shade of Allah.
No shade except for His.
Under the shade of Allah.
Pump up the volume so everyone hears.
So what is this shade you're all talking about? Is it the one at night that makes me scared and shout? Or is it during the day when I'm wondering about? Or is it under a tree? You're making me doubt.
Okay, stop and listen. You got it all very wrong. It's the day when you're dead and the earth is all gone. Earth will crumble and crash into rocks and stone, and your soul will return into your limbs and bone. When you rise from the grave and stand alone, you'll be given your books and all your deeds will be seen by the King of the day. Malik Yawmiddin.
Is that when earth will be flat, just like a mat? Humans will stand without clothes or a hat. Away from the families, friends, a pet cat. No Facebook, WhatsApp, kickback or Snapchat. I'm circumcised and barefoot, all in the nude.
Come on little bro, now you're sounding rude. This moment is scary and not very fun. Have you ever had your head pointed out by a gun? If you think that is scary, this day is 10 times more. If you comprehend that, multiply it by 4. This story is all about the shade and the sun. When the horn is blown, this time has begun. What have you prepared and what have you done? On this day there is no shade, except for the one.
The sun will be brought closer to the earth by a mile. That's 1.5 kilometers of the burning trial.
That's not very far, it's very close to me. Just around the corner from HIYC.
People melt and sweat, all up to their hips. Some to their hips, some drown to their lips. People rush the prophets, begging them please. Ask Allah to make this trial faster with ease. But on that scary day, absolutely no aid. Except for this wonderful, mysterious shade.
Under the shade of Allah.
Attention with your eyes and ears.
Under the shade of Allah.
This day is 50,000 years.
Under the shade of Allah.
No shade except for His.
Under the shade of Allah.
Pump up the volume so everyone hears.
So tell me a bit more about this beautiful shade. Who is it for and where is it laid? I heard that the shade is from paradise and heaven. Is it true that the shade is for a special 7?
Yes, that's true, my cousin. You're sounding all bright. To get to the shade, you must struggle and fight. Beat the shade down and stand up for your right. Not play all day and stay up all night. Now listen very closely. He'll explain the 7 types. Even you over there with the top and white stripes.
The first is a ruler who is just and fair, not oppressing his people or having no care.
The second is a person who worshipped his Lord, started from young and never got bored.
The third has a mosque attached to his heart. Every time he leaves it, his soul breaks apart.
The fourth type of people are those who love one another. They love for themselves what they love for their brother.
The fifth is a man who says no to a girl. She's cute and beautiful just like a pearl. She's got rank and style. She says come over here. He turns away and says it's Allah that I fear.
The sixth type of person always giving the needy, also gives the most and never gets too greedy. With his right hand he gives, paying all his fees, does it so much his left hand never sees. Always giving some charity whenever he's paid. Because of this he ended up in the shade.
Under the shade of Allah.
Attention with your eyes and ears.
Under the shade of Allah.
This day is 50,000 years.
Under the shade of Allah.
No shade except for His.
Under the shade of
Pump
Allah.
up the volume so everyone hears.
The last is the 7th, I'll try to explain. Listen, concentrate and open up your brain. The 7th loves Allah, it's only Him he fears. When alone in worship, his eyes filled with tears. Remembering Allah every time and place, sweating with fear, tears all over his face. He gave up this dunya, the world will never chase. Head down to Allah, humbling himself in disgrace.
All these 7 types of people who sacrificed Allah. But what happened at the end? Look what they got. Under protection of the Creator, of you and me, the day there's no protection except the one and only. So take the 7 as example and look what they made. Push yourself too hard and end up in the shade.
Attention with your eyes and ears. This day is 50,000 years. No shade except for His. Pump up the volume so everyone hears.
Allahu Akbar.